The most messages I've received Abhay Bhai are about how to grow a small account. In this video, I'll share some points that will help you grow your small account. Make sure you watch this video till the very end. If you miss this video or don't watch it till the end, your capital will remain small. So let's continue the video. Most traders fail not because they don't have a profitable strategy, but because they don't know how to turn a small account into a big account. All traders nowadays are improving their strategies. They're learning SMC, they are learning all the concept, their psychology is good, and risk management is also decent. But because their capital is small, they don't have the blueprint on how to grow it. In this video, I'm going to explain how to grow small capital and what psychology is needed. Make sure you watch this video right till the very end. If you're busy and you've opened this video, then please put it on watch later. But whenever you start something, always make sure to finish it completely. So, let's discuss some important points that will certainly help you grow your small capital. When I first began my trading journey, the entire capital I had available was merely 10,000 rupees, and I often used to wonder about these experienced traders how they could have possibly started with just 10,000, 5,000, or even 50,000 rupees, and how today they're driving a Lamborghini, driving a G Wagon, living in a penthouse, mysterious Dubai. How are all these people managing to do this? So I always had this one question in my mind, and this very same question is on your mind too. And because I am that person whom you've witnessed from day one, who was constantly struggling, who began his entire trading journey from a tiny room, and today what we refer to as the penthouse lifestyle, driving sports cars, driving a G Wagon. How so? I've completed the entire journey because very few people have gone through this whole journey right in front of you. You either see people directly at this high level, or many others are still in the traveling stage. But there are very few traders who have seen this entire journey from day one to the very end, and I am one of them. So I am the best person. I'm going to give you the roadmap explaining how this trader can complete this entire journey. And here's the thing, small capital, you see, doesn't get big from just big profits. Small capital. You grow big by avoiding small mistakes. Because all of you must have seen a moment, a day where you made a very big profit. But because you keep making these small mistakes, it wiped out all the profit you had made. So, the very first point we'll discuss is small capital equals small risk. Now, look, Forex and crypto are quite high leverage products. Here you get 1,000 for 1,000 leverage. Now just imagine you have 50, 100, 200, 500, 800, or even $1,000. You are just starting out, and these are significant funds for you. And then one bad trade, one fat finger, an extra lot, or just imagine if you forget to place that decimal point instead of zero point 0.1 or 1.0, it will directly turn into 0.11 lots. 1.0 will then become 10 lots, and your entire capital could be wiped out in just a single trade. So, it is extremely important to understand this thoroughly. This is a market with such significant movements where so much leverage is provided. To control your greed here and play a long term game with smaller quantities, very few individuals are capable of doing this. And if you manage to do so, then trading is truly for you. Congratulations. And if you know all these things, yet still, because of your greed, you keep taking trades with high leverage. Look, the leverage is already set there, so you can't really do much about it, even if you somehow manage to reduce that amount. But if you're still picking up larger quantities, then your ultimate downfall is absolutely certain. The whole game is about imagining this much. I have so much capital, yet why do I trade with just 5, 6, or 8 lots? I could easily trade in 500 lots, but it's all a journey. Even though I'm capable of trading 500 lots, that doesn't necessarily mean I'll do it. My current mindset and my psychology will require time to comfortably handle that P and L. Therefore, I'll gradually progress with 8, 10, 16, and 20 lots at this measured pace. And when exactly will that be? When I'm making a profit and when I am in a winning stage, then this particular point becomes most important, that small capital means small risk. When do I personally get aggressive? When my trading capital increases, my profit increases, I risk that profit a bit more, compound it a bit, and increase the quantity. Then profits generate even more profits. But there's also a plan and strategy for when to stop. But as a beginner, you need to start small and play small. Now you'll probably ask, what exactly does small risk mean? Please specify exactly. you must keep strict stop losses. You must place a stop loss in the system because often with assets like gold or Bitcoin, you don't put a stop loss thinking the trade will go in your favor. It won't go your way until your account is completely wiped out. So, a strict stop loss is absolutely compulsory. And revenge trading, my friend, just forget about it. Do you really think you can take revenge with volatile pairs like gold and Bitcoin? Forget it. You simply cannot take revenge from this highly volatile market. In trading, revenge, you can take revenge on your enemy. Perhaps just once you can hit them, you can even beat them up. But in the market, never ever take revenge because the end there is a zero. Let's talk about the second point. Your targets should be small and you should focus on consistency. You see, many times what happens is this: you enter the market, your target hits, you book your profits, and then the market makes a huge rally, and you think, why did I book too soon? I wish I had held, I would have got the whole momentum. But it's important for you to understand that these momentums, they do happen sometimes. These momentums don't occur every single time. But just for that one momentum, your target will be hit 10 times. You won't book profits and the entire trade will reverse. So make sure you focus on consistency. Focus on your win rate and your risk reward will automatically get better. If you're in a winning trade, you always have the option to book 50% after your first or second target is hit, move your stop loss to cost, and let the rest run. This is when you're in a winning trade. But if you're in a losing phase or even a break even phase, consistency becomes very important. Because while you can manage the risk reward to some degree, improving your win rate is absolutely crucial. Therefore, focus on consistently winning your trades. That will boost your confidence. The third point is to trade on high probability setups. You see, quite often what happens is the market is moving sideways and you're just sitting at home or perhaps somewhere else feeling bored. So you decide, I'll just take a trade to pass the time. And that's when you begin this time pass gambling. But a proper structured plan, like the specific strategy I personally employ. I use red box, black box, or sometimes two strategies. I also utilize liquidity. So until this setup is ready, until my structure is in place, until my setup is complete, I simply don't enter the trade. But as a beginner, you typically have no plan, you have no strategy at all. You just want to trade for fun, make profit, and show off. So you just trade randomly anywhere. And if you keep trading randomly, how will you ever become profitable? How will you ever grow your capital? This is a very serious profession. And if you take it lightly, the market will also dismiss you lightly. The more seriously you take this profession, the more you analyze every single point and trade when your setups appear. The market will reward you 100%. No doubt there will be winning phases, there will be losing phases. That's a part of the game. But in the long run, discipline will keep you profitable. Fourth point, compounding. I recently shared a story about a trader who turned 1 lakh rupees into $29 million dollars in profit. So, what happens in trading, right? This is a personal experience. Now, just imagine I was trading with an initial capital of $10,000. A couple of trades went really well, that turned into 15,000, then 20,000. Then I increased my lot size a little bit and my trade went from 20 to $40,000. Now, imagine my trading capital has grown to $50,000. I can take a bit more risk here now because I started with just 10,000. It'll be in my mind that I'll secure 20. Above 20, I'll take a bit more risk. Now at $50,000, you can take a bit more risk. No doubt your account will drop a bit more. It'll go directly from 50 to 40. But if your next trade works, it could reach 60, 70. So as your capital grows, it will compound. Now imagine you've taken this capital to 200,000, $300,000, and you took a swing trade. You risked 20 to $30,000. Now let's consider gold. Gold has rallied from 3,500 to $4,500. Imagine you take a trade with just $5,000. For example, your capital has become $80,000. Now you've put $5,000 in this trade, set a decent stop loss, and let it go that trade. Now that gold has gone up to 4,500, how much profit can you make there? So, as your capital increases, you can also take a little more risk, and in the same way, you can plan for bigger trades. With small capital, you have no space left to play. But as your capital grows, compounding will kick in. You must have heard of compounding because if you make 5 rupees on 100 rupees, it becomes 105 rupees. Now, if you make 5% of 105, then again it has compounded. If you make 5% on the total amount that's generated, then it gets compounded. So compounding is the real power. And for compounding, you have to grow your capital. Point number 5, overtrading. This is a disease. And I think the most difficult disease is overtrading. I mean, look, overtrading is in your hands, whether to take one trade, two trades, 10 trades, or 50 trades. The person who doesn't have control over themselves will overtrade. If you want to see if you have control or not, take a 30-day challenge. Take a 100-day challenge or a 365-day challenge of 2 trades a day or 1 trade a day. And trust me, guys, this challenge will make you profitable, I feel. If 90 to 80% of traders are blowing up their accounts today, the only reason is overtrading. Your account can be lost in just 1 or 2 trades. Your account can only be wiped out when you're taking trades rapidly one after another. Brokerage charges are piling up, and your account is getting wiped out because you lost your mind one day and blew 3 months of profit in a single day. So, overtrading is your biggest enemy. I would 100% say that if anyone has overcome overtrading, you're on the path to profitability. Bottom line, I could only grow my own capital when I realized I didn't want to be a huge trader. I didn't want to trade in millions of dollars. I needed to protect whatever money I had today. I need to keep it safe and I need to grow gradually. This is like a test match. This is a long term journey, you see. I want to trade for 50, 60 years. I don't want to trade for 6 months, become an Ambani, and then be on the streets the very next day. If I trade daily and make small profits every day, my daily expenses will be covered. That's exactly what I focus on. I never aim to make millions of dollars all at once because that's precisely where the reversal happens. Because when you set your expectations too high, when you hold a very ambitious vision, look, there's no doubt everyone wants to climb higher. Everyone has high expectations, a grand vision. Everyone's expectations are quite large, but it takes time. It's a natural process. Look, whenever you wake up each morning, go to the gym, you'll educate yourself, acquire new skills. Then, without a doubt, after just 6 months, you will be completely physically fit. You will gain skills and you will master them. It takes time, but you must work, wake up daily, and follow that process. So, in trading too, if you wake up daily and follow this process, you will be a big trader. But if you wake up every day and say, I want profit, 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 then what is its end? You'll wipe out your entire account, you'll make it zero. So, I truly hope, guys, that you found this video helpful. And these are some important psychological points. I feel you need these to grow your account. More videos will keep coming. If you like this video, then please do like it and comment and tell me which point you like the most. Thank you.